Hello and welcome to our prototype showcase stream for the May 2026 session. I'm joined today, as always, by Emily Vincent to help me
Hello.
drive through the prototype listing. Thanks for joining us. Of Pink Hawk Games and longtime participant in Protospiel Online. She may be your team captain if you're on Team Diamonds this time.
Hey, Diamonds. Hey, Diamonds.
Um, and I guess we can go over to the prototype listing and start talking about the very first one, which I always list myself as the convention itself is a prototype to get us started in the listing. So this one's always here. I guess this is a chance for me to talk about things that are new this time. The one thing that changed in the server since the last time we ran in January is that there is a new hall at the very bottom of the halls. All of our halls are named after 14ers in Colorado to kind of mimic the way it would be if I was hosting this in a real hotel here in Colorado where I live. Very commonly, our ballrooms are named after 14ers. And
I
so,
didn't know that. That's cool. I'm gonna go look at the name of the. I remember Pikes Peak.
right, yeah, maybe
Yeah,
Pikes Peak is maybe one of the most famous ones that you'd, for
yeah.
some reason, have heard of, whether you live here or not. But
I know it as a Protospiel Hall, so
yeah, I think it might be, I think one of the peaks is famous for being the peak that the woman was standing on when she wrote America the Beautiful. I can't remember if it was Pikes Peak. Maybe somebody in the chat can help me. But, oh, speaking of chat, I need to
I
say
say I've
hello.
only seen Joe. Hello, Joe. Joe
Yeah.
Kell.
Um, yeah, but anyway, they're all in alphabetical order. And so we added a new hall that starts with a W at the very bottom of the list called Wyndham Peak.
Nice.
And it was added so that we could equip it with a bot that helps with RPG dice rolls. So now there's a better way to, within our server, roll in the server instead of needing to get like a separate app to do dice rolls or something like that. So, yeah, so it's a new, and it's also a soundboard equipped hall. Most of our halls soundboard is turned off to keep people from being kooky and interrupting things when it's not welcome. But we have, but we've always had Tory Peak with soundboards enabled for people who want to use it for party games or RPGs or something like that. Hello, Tanner. And so Wyndham Peak has both the RPG bot, RPG dice bot, and soundboards. So that's the one new thing that I can announce this time. Otherwise, it's the same set of things that we've always had. And I can also, let me give you all the link in case, just to kind of remind you what we're doing here. I see. I have the link in the other view. So just a second.
Is it
But what we're doing here for this stream is we're going to go through the prototypes that have been posted on the website where people wanted to share in advance what they're going to be bringing to test. You don't have to post on the website to be allowed to play test your game at Protospiel Online if it's something that you want. If it's like so new that you don't have enough information to make a posting on the website, or you just don't want to commit it to the public record yet, or for whatever reason you don't want to list it, that's okay. You can still post it for playtesting in Looking for a Game. These are two separate things, but this one gives us a chance to talk about it in advance of the event and help give you some hype. And also, it serves as a record over the years. We can look back at the listings that you've posted before to make a public listing that anybody could see, to have proof that you brought it to a community playtest event if you want proof for some reason. And I'm going to give you the link for posting your prototype in the chat here in case you haven't posted it already. We're going to go over any prototypes that are posted by the time we're done with the stream. I saw that there were 41 prototypes before we started the stream, but there may be some more by the end. And you can keep posting after the stream is over, just to have it on the website. It just won't get included in the stream. So, yep, that's the link for you. It's in the chat in case you need it. And Joe says the soundboard stays on.
Always.
I think you might be referring to sometimes it gets turned back on. Automatic. It has gotten turned back on. Like it was turned off. It was supposed to be turned off, and I got people going like, "Don't tell Heather it's still on," because we want to mess around with it in all the halls, right? But I think fix that.
I don't know if Joe's saying that it does stay on so much as like a wish/demand that it stays on. I don't know if that's a statement of fact or a like
right
statement of desire.
I think I wouldn't be surprised if Joe just like leaves it vague, but yeah.
Joe goofing shockingly.
Right. It's true. Yep. And the other thing I can share for you too is if you do not already have your badge, badges are still for sale. Both playtester and designer badges. And this is where you can get them and register them to get access to the attendee section of our Discord server. You may be in the free community section of our server already, but to get to where things will be happening, where the live playtests and the voice channels that are open for playtests, you won't see those unless you buy a badge and register it. So, Kirsten's with us and says, "Oh, wait, I'm sorry. I don't know why I thought you were Kirsten. I guess,
Kirsten said hi, friends. Yeah.
Yeah, Kirsten said something before, and it so happens that the like avatar for you is exactly the same as Kirsten, so I got confused.
Yeah.
But no, a first-time Protospieler saying thank you for organizing this awesome event and looking forward to seeing everyone's prototypes. Well, it's very great to have you here. It sounds like you're going to fit right in.
Sweet.
And Tanner says welcome to our cozy community and thank you for joining. So let's see. Demon Llama. Demon Llama, I think is how it's said. Oh, screen names.
I like that name. That's great.
Kirsten says, one of us. Yes.
Oh man, team clubs. It's all right.
Awesome. Yes, you don't have, at least not live on camera, you don't have your
yeah. Oh, Tanner's there in the audience with Go Team Clubs. Where are my diamonds at?
The clubs. I think I might be officially technically clubs this time myself. Mm-hmm. But I'm on all the teams
because you're always on all the teams. Yeah,
I am. Yeah, but I still get assigned one. Like with my badge. There's one that I technically get labeled as, and you could see in my profile. But I'm there everywhere, so it's okay. And Team Hearts also represented. Nobody's saying anything from Spades. Yet. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Currently outnumbered, or at least in representation in the chat. What everybody is talking about, for anybody not in the loop, is that you get assigned a team when you join, when you register your badge and join the attendee section of the server. And that helps you just have a smaller group of people to talk to and ask questions of, to feel a little less intimidating than the whole server. And even people who are, and the people you're talking to in your team are coming to the event, or at least they have a registered badge. And so they're focused on the upcoming event, whereas people who have come to past events or still have access to our server, or people can join the free community section of our server, and in the main Clubhouse channel, all of those people can see it. So it might feel a little bit more like yelling into the void, unless you have your little team of people that are paying attention to the upcoming event, and you might get a chance to play with them this particular time. And we have the 4 suits for teams and captains to make sure that you'll be welcomed and have somebody answer your questions ASAP. So, yeah. But that's not new. That's been going on for years. I don't even remember when we set up the teams. And we've had captains for,
A couple at least. I've
yeah,
been a
two to
captain for
three
a while
years.
now. Yeah.
Yeah. So, and that helps out a lot. It helps out a lot to have different personalities to engage with, in our small little groups, and not have to do it all by myself. So I thank you all very much for helping me welcome everybody to the community.
Happy to do it. I'll speak for all the captains and say we're all happy to do it. Yeah, it's not competitive.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not competitive at all. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's fun to joke about though, I think.
Yeah. We're all winners here.
Oh, we have a new screen name for Zach Morris is Zach Morris instead of Ice Ninja now. Just noticed Protospiel Online isn't listed as a designer group for Protospiel Online. That's
It's
interesting.
true.
You can add, can't you just add a designer group? You can say add new, and maybe just
Oh,
nobody ever thought to do it because
I
it's obvious.
guess.
Because it's obvious. Like if you're on the website,
Yeah.
you're part of that designer group. I guess it's kind of redundant. Maybe that's why nobody's done it. But yeah, I don't make the groups. You can freely write a group and then pick from ones that people have written before.
Oh, no, Zach is saying it's one of the groups, but you haven't done it on this entry.
Oh, I gotcha. Okay. I see. Okay, yeah, yeah.
This
I
is really an
I didn't
indictment of you.
claim it. Yeah, I
Yeah,
didn't
yeah,
claim it. Yeah.
yeah.
No, that's why, because clearly, like, it's kind of redundant. Oh, yeah, no, it's still around. Yeah, like once one is made, it is saved forever so that it can be one.
Yeah.
Everything that selects it can be sorted under that. Yeah. Joe contests the non-competitive. No, Joe is trying to win. Just for
Yeah.
the record.
I'm pretty sure Joe has already won. Joe is probably like in the guts of the system and has like programmed something. Joe has hacked it and is like hashtag Joe is the winner.
The one contest that goes on with the teams is Shout Out a Palooza, which is a place where you can post a shout out for anything cool that happened during the event, somebody's playtest that you somebody's game prototype that you play tested that you thought was fun, or somebody who gave insightful feedback, or somebody who helped you play test your thing, like the group of testers that helped you. It's pretty common for designers to use that to say thank you after the event. And we had to make sure to split up Derwin and Kirsten because they both post a lot of shout outs and we didn't want to have the captains like
Oh
blowing
man.
out the two captains blow out another team. So we had to make sure to split them up. But some people just really like to do it, and whatever team has the most there's a bit of a calculation for like number of shout outs per participating member in shout outs. Like basically whoever has the highest number there, anybody who participated will get a snail mail gift from me around Christmas time in the year that you and that you won during one of the three conventions in the year. Yeah, shout outs is a win for everybody. Give everybody warm fuzzies. Joe is gonna start some beefs. My shout out is better than your shout out, Chris.
More heartfelt and yeah.
Tanner says, "Hi, I miss you, Kirsten, and I miss you
I
too,
did
Tanner."
I was at a in-person Protospiel where there was someone there who said their goal was to give the best feedback of the weekend. That they wanted everyone to leave and be like, that person was the one who gave the best feedback. They were like, it was their own little competition that they were having for
I,
themselves.
I guess one could tally how many shout outs they were given. That's actually not how the system counts anything. But you'll get a ping,
Yeah.
anytime you're shouted out. And as it says in the shout outs, how to shout out section, It's good to remember that like the best way to get involved is to shout out others rather than to worry about how much you're getting shouted out. Because usually shouting out bring shout outs your way if you are wanting that warm fuzzy. You know what I mean? That's the best way to get it is to give it first.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's an amazing goal to get feel, hear from as many people as possible. That is the best feedback I heard all weekend.
Yeah.
I wonder how they would get like. I mean, well, I think people do kind of respond actively when you give them a piece of feedback that they are glad they got. It's pretty common for people to go, "Oh, I'm writing that down," or
Yeah.
"Oh, that's a good idea."
Yeah.
You know?
Or,
So,
ooh, I hadn't thought about that. Right.
right, right. You might not hear them explicitly say, "That is the best feedback I got all weekend," but
Yeah.
maybe sometimes. Yeah. All right. Are we ready to
All
go
right.
on to
Should
the
we
first
dive in?
prototype? Let's do it.
Here we go. All right. Fireflies, brought by Sarah. This is a 2-player spatial co-op with limited player communication. So arrange your ever-blinking fireflies into the pictures in your imaginations before dusk ends and the fireflies go to sleep.
Yes, Joe, you're supposed to listen to feedback.
This is a new game that Sarah's bringing. Looks like it's on the shorter side. It's a 1 minute 1 player to 2-player. I'm assuming Sarah would be the other player because it's a 2-player co-op. I do love a co-op. Excited to see a 2-player co-op or a spatial co-op. So let's see. Still figuring out parts of the core. Love insight on how the communication feels. All right. Aiming for cozy, pretty accessible, that has some strategic depth and can feel rewarding for casual and medium gamers.
It's a nice theme for summer.
It is.
I feel like
As
it
we
would
head
fit
into
into
summer.
like a season's,
Mm-hmm.
game lineup for
Yeah,
summer.
that'd be nice. Yep. Looks like we have some fireflies that are lit up and some fireflies that are dark.
Mm-hmm.
They blink, right?
Yeah, that's cool. And then it
Some
kind
little
of,
goals, yeah.
I guess it probably ends up, yeah, looking kind of like a twinkling, or if you could watch it played in time lapse, it would look like a twinkling field of
Yeah,
fireflies.
that would be cool.
Yeah.
That would be very cool. All right. And looks like they're around a bunch. So check it out. Great way to start this off. All right. So as usual, we're going to be sort of in a little block maybe of different designers. Another game from Sarah. This is Headlines, another co-op game, a co-op party game about making silly headlines and earning comedic journalism awards at the New Gazette. Come tell the world the stories it didn't know it needed to hear. So we've got, this is looking a little Mad Libsy. So breaking news, local library devours Little League team. Nice. So again, it's like 30-minute playtime, but now we're at like 3 to 6 players. Still new.
Okay.
Let's see. Follow the laws of grammar, not the laws of nature. All right. Create eye-catching headlines in cooperation with your journalism team. Work together to win awards. Cool. And Sarah's looking for feedback on how the 2 phases of the game, writing the headlines and the award ceremony, fit together, and what that transition feels like.
Very good.
Awesome. Sounds fun. Sounds like a good one to play. I feel like I like to play the party games at night, like later at night, because I'm like, yeah. Mm-hmm. All right. So here's another one from Sarah. Balloon Bus, a very new pick up and deliver prototype where you must use different wind speeds and directions to navigate the passengers in your hot air balloon to their destination. We got some cool looking little bubbly things here. I don't know if they're clouds or balloons.
Oh, interesting. Yeah.
Yeah. Very new. Still trying to get a sense for where the most fun parts of the experience are. Thinks it'll be good for players who enjoy spatial fun and plan your route games. Playtests anticipating that they're just going to iterate through a couple partial playthroughs, finding the fun rather than attempting a complete game start to finish. We have, I think this is the second one we've had a sort of broken picture. I don't know if that's my browser or if that's...
No, it's
Yeah.
it's something with the. I'm not sure why it happens. It's yeah, it's a glitch in the system.
Okay.
We saw images work for the first couple, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I think
the first the Firefly one, the
first
images
image.
worked. Yeah,
Yeah, the images work down here on that. You're right.
yeah. It's something about the image grid, the extra images options. Sometimes I don't know, the system chokes and it doesn't actually link to the image for some reason that I haven't been able to figure out yet. So, and it only happens sometimes. That's what makes it really hard to figure out.
Yes, the ghost bug. All right, so here we've got Spirals brought by Zach Morris, who I believe Zach, you still in the audience, still in the chat. So we're gonna play as water spirits manipulating rain and evaporation in order to ensure the dice you want flow into the sea. It's an abstract thinky game featuring randomness and hidden information. Sweet, there's Zach. All right, so we've got a dice pool. We've got some lovely looking dice here. Those are cool looking. I feel like I see like fire and sun, and I don't know what some of these are, but it's cool looking. It's gonna be in screen top. Oh, nice. The big line of periods to separate it out. Zach knows the ways.
This is not Zach's first rodeo. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, Derwent's here.
Oh gosh, sorry about
right.
Twitch, Derwent. You're here now, though.
So each turn, you're going to rain down new dice on the board, then choose a region of dice to flow further down the river. The twist is that whenever dice move, the largest group in the destination is going to evaporate back to the sky. Cool. So players will utilize these mechanics in order to fill the sea with dice, matching their hidden goals. Nice. It exists in the fiction of a narrative video game I'm working on.
Okay.
Thought it would be an interesting design challenge to try and make it an actual game. That's cool. They've been wanting to make a game with mechanics based off of water for a while. I'm enjoying dipping their toes into making an elegant tactical abstract. Less experimental than most of Zach's games.
Okay.
Interesting. I'm excited. Tanner's picking up the lots of dots trick for the next time. Love it. All right. Cobalt from Adam and Nick. You and your fellow artists are working together to paint a cursed pot. So play cards to earn Cobalt and activate stronger abilities in this lightweight push your luck decoration builder. There was a little wordplay there. The decoration. Not sure how to say it in a way that really push that across, but and this is a cursed bowl over here.
Okay.
It's looking very Greek urn inspired.
Yeah.
Yeah. All feedback welcome. Looking for feedback on card abilities and synergies. After beating the game, players will also be able to open and unlock more powerful cards to add in. And this is gonna be a mill rat game. Sweet. All right. 5-star hotel from Kai.
Yeah.
I think that's okay.
That would be my first guess.
I don't think I've met Kai yet. So the heart of this game is a unique worker placement puzzle. Your actions sit in a 3x3 grid, and you slide a new action into the grid to activate a row or column of 3 actions while also upgrading a 4th. All right. Oh, Kirsten knows Kai.
Okay.
Great. Okay, so it's just 2 players. 2-player min, 2-player max.
Okay.
This hotel game, Kirsten? Or is there another hotel game? All right. Oh, so there's a big history here. It's 2-player competitive, and there's like your mother built a hotel empire, and now she's choosing who inherits. You and your twin sibling have been handed the keys to a struggling hotel, but you have to. So it's like whichever of you wins gets the hotel empire. Um, cool. So the heart of it is this unique worker placement puzzle. I'm interested to try this. Seems cool. It's a tense, puzzly 2-player where you compete to impress VIP guests and elevate your hotel's reputation.
Awesome.
Nice. Yeah. Very cool. And they're looking for a publisher. Oh.
What's the matter? Oh.
Sorry, I was reading the chat. D Demon Llama also has a game of competing against your sibling to inherit the family business. Well, maybe the 2 games can duel, and they'll both win because it's Protospiel. All right, so Liquidate, brought by Daryl. We are collecting items and manipulating their market value to sell at big value and be the player with the most money at the end. I played this the other day on Break My Game.
Oh, cool. Mm-hmm. Maybe the two games can kiss.
They can hug and be friends. They can shake hands, fist bump or elbow bump, whatever the games are feeling is the right amount
of affection,
of contact and consent-based contact. Absolutely. Yeah, so this one's an interesting like market manipulation game where you're sort of playing like what am I going to keep versus how am I going to manipulate the market. So yeah, there's some like pick and pass that goes on as well. I will say I did clean up at this game, the version that I play tested, but I don't know how much that was skill and how much, the game I got the lucky draw. Yeah.
Well, I missed the designer. Who's the designer for this one?
The designer is Daryl Hardin.
Awesome.
Yep. I'm not known for my market manipulation skills.
Gotcha.
It's not a type of mechanic that is intuitive to me. All right. Darwin's Experiment from Jens.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Darwin's Experiment is a 2-player asymmetric tactics game where players assemble a pack of 3 animals with unique move, attack, support, defend abilities and battle for dominance on a modular board. We've had a couple of 2-player games so far. Mm-hmm. Like it's early in the night, but like we're hitting home this 2-player thing, which is cool. I love a 2-player game. That's usually the player count I play at. So
yeah.
Ooh, and this is on a custom website, so someone put a bunch of time into this.
Yeah.
Presumably Jens. Yeah. Mm-hmm. All right, so a tactical 2-player duel. Animals fighting for dominance on a modular board. We have different types of terrain. We choose animal species from each terrain. And so you're going to end up with 6 animals in total. Nice. Some of them have bonuses, or they all have bonuses and penalties based on what type of animal they are. Sounds like it's got a lot of depth, right? A lot of different dimensions that it's working on. Here we have some secondary pictures.
They're working this time.
Yeah, we got a camel.
Luckily, yeah.
A parrot, a bear. Looks like a crab or a lobster. Nice. Very cool. Oh, tapir and tiger games. Cool. Cool. It's the designer's first online convention and their first Protospiel.
Yay.
Welcome. All right. Our light novel name game from Ian. Play cards and build highly descriptive story titles in this comedy party game. Compete across 7 genres for points from your publisher and audience. All right. So we got a comedy party game. It's 45 minutes, 3 to 8. Ooh, and final testing. So this one is pretty far along. All right. Oh, they've been working on it since like 2018. Yep.
Yeah,
what were you gonna
Tanner
say?
says, like seeing the new people. I was just looking. We have 23 new attendees this time, as I'm looking right now. So that's pretty exciting. Yeah.
Nice. So this is interesting. It's based on the light novel industry that has spent over a decade with a habit of long descriptive names like I'm a high school boy and a successful light novel author, but I'm being strangled by a female classmate who's a voice actress and is younger than me. It's a very long, very descriptive name. That's cool. Very cool.
It sounds like it has a lot of potential to be a funny game.
Yeah. It looks like they're thinking about crowdfunding as well as like print on demand. So they're thinking about some self-publishing here. And also first Protospiel. Welcome. All right. The Robin Hood dice game from Brian. This is a new version of a previously published game called the Zorro dice game set in the Robin Hood universe, where you roll dice to gather equipment and steal loot to give to the poor. 2 to 6 players. Ooh, 30 minutes. I feel like we're also seeing some that are like, these are like tight gaming experiences. What does Zach have to say? That's true, Zach. Yeah, I don't know that you can. You live in that world now.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. They have run a crowdfunded. Who is this? This was Brian.
Mm-hmm.
Brian Henk. Okay. Ooh, it's going to be on Playtest Parlor. I haven't tried Playtest Parlor yet.
That'll be nice. Yeah, that'll be nice to get to try out.
Yes.
Brooks is in the chat.
Oh, is that Brooks? Excellent.
Mm-hmm.
Hello, Brooks. All right, Crosswrite from Guy. Build your own crossword puzzle in this competitive flip and write for 2 to 5 players. Place letters and blocks based on the cards and race for milestones and definitions. Yes, I feel like I may have played this before. I remember it being really fun. I think I've played this a couple different times.
Yeah, I
Tanner
know.
had a question. Oh yeah, go ahead.
Guy is pretty active in BMG, right? And you are as well, so that's probably where it was.
Yep. Yeah, Tanner, Playtest Parlor is a new one. Is this the JT one or is this the Jeff Engelstein one?
Oh, I didn't know there was a Jeff Engelstein one.
Yeah, I think Jeff Engelstein is playing around with one as well. I think it's a little bit less open. Not that Playtest Parlor is super open right now, but I thought it was a little less open than that.
Yeah, it's Tanner will have to use the pick because there's no shovel in the emoji list. But yeah, it's from one of the creators of the game Crafter, and the creator of Component Studio is making Playtest Parlor.
And Zach has the deets on the Engelstein one as well.
Okay.
Which is not actually available yet.
So it's Lizzie. It's called Lizzie. Yeah.
Cool. Is Team Spades in the house yet? Did we decide if Team Spades had made it here? All right. Well, next up we have Train of Thought from Edward. So players are going to take on the roles of classical schools of philosophy, looking to become the most influential thought, a combination of slightly mean worker placement and train game mechanics. I am fascinated by this description. It's a whole lot of things that I'm like, that's heavy. Philosophy, train games, which I still blows my mind that it's not actually about trains and it's more about economies. Um, nice. Nearing completion. Socrates is dead. Murdered by the city for the crime of seeking understanding and other things we won't discuss here. Yep. Nice. Of course, I don't think I know what the different schools of philosophy are, so I will probably learn something if I get to play this game.
Yeah.
It's cool. It's an
I
attempt
feel
to
like
mix classical philosophy and train game mechanics.
the
Sorry, go
schools
ahead.
of thought of philosophy feel very like slippery to me. I feel like I've heard them listed in different situations, and I can't remember what any of them are called still. I guess maybe I need to be like, lecture style taking notes to actually retain it. But
There was someone I dated in college who was a philosophy minor or something like that, and I just remember he would tell me about philosophy stuff, and I was like, I am not here for it. It's not my.
yeah,
It was not 19-year-old Emily's cup of tea, right? Like,
right. And that's and then I stopped dating that person.
yeah,
I'm like,
it's not who I'm dating anymore.
it sounds like yeah, right, right.
Yeah.
Oh
Um.
gosh.
Okay, well, here we go. Here's one of Zach's long form novel names: Foregone Conclusions or Zach's Magical Race of Fun and Whimsy. So this is from Zach: a roll and move where all the dice have already been rolled. Cast cool spells to change destiny and surprise your rival. And there's a duck. Hello, duck. I've definitely seen these icons before in the previous post. The little sun and the little brown one.
Yep.
2-player again. 2-player.
I think I might have lost connection to the chat. Maybe. Maybe it's
Oh,
back.
I see. The
Okay.
last thing I see is I believe they are Earth, Wind, Air, and Socrates.
I think that Derwent.
As I read the end of that, yeah.
I think I saw Derwent post something in Twitch that didn't come through, but I think it was disconnected for a minute. If you want to say it again, Derwent, I can show it. It's not a huge. I think it's okay again. I had like a little warning message that's gone now. So sorry about that.
All right. So foregone conclusion: a simple roll and move race game where all the dice have already been rolled. So the winner has been determined. You're simply going through the motions. Aw, it's a clumsy metaphor for how powerless I feel to improve my own life. It's not a game that is worth playing, so I improved it by adding interesting decisions and fun surprises. Each player has a hand of spells that allows them to alter destiny. They must be bound to specific types of dials, and casting them gives your rival a resource which they can use to cast their own spells. Cool. Ooh, Entwined Fortunes. Also from Zach, a complex and surprising duel. Each turn you play 2 game-changing cards, but your rival will always reject one of them.
Okay, new name for thing we've seen before. This used to be called Twin Tarot and such.
Oh, I feel like I've seen it as Entwined Fortunes, but maybe that was at Break My Game and not here. It's in final testing. Project that Zach's put the most time into over the past 2 years, and quite proud of it. 95% done, and Zach is sick of working on it, or getting sick of working on it.
Yeah.
Cool. Ooh, gonna be asking playtesters to give stream of consciousness commentary on their thought process throughout the game.
Okay.
Cool.
Interesting. So you kind of have to. It's going to be one of those you have to not really be trying to beat your opponent that hard because you have to give your strategy away to give stream of consciousness. I would say fully.
I don't know. Maybe there's something where you can like pipe the 2 different audio just to you. I don't know.
Tell them to deafen while you're talking. Tell your opponent to deafen on Discord while you're talking.
Yeah. All right. Infernocracy. I mean, I think it's Inferno and ocracy, right?
Yeah.
So this from Jonathan. The Office in Hell. Action points, flexible engine builder where you draft hirelings from a common market, exploit them to complete project and build your branch, sacrifice them to fuel treacheries. Ooh, 180 minutes. This is a heavy game.
Mm-hmm.
Intended for a heavy audience. 3 to 5, nearing completion. They've got a video. Everyone should go watch the video. We're not going to watch it here in real time. Oh man, working on it as a passion project for over 10 years.
Wow.
Very cool. They've got an action point allowance system. They've recently reduced player downtime. Look at this. Nice. It looks like they're thinking about crowdfunding, looking for a publisher. Canadian. Has a curly mustache. I too love dinosaurs. I didn't think to put that on my identifiers, but now I'm like, ooh, these are good.
Dinosaur lover. Lover
Yeah,
of
dinosaur
dinosaur.
lover. I do have cat lover on mine, but
Okay.
Yarchipelago from B. I'm here for it. We all know that a pirate pun or joke is my favorite. Are we allowed to put crowdfunding links?
Yeah, I mean, I think you have an option of like 4 different kinds of links, if I recall. Don't remember what they all are now, years after I built this, but
I don't remember seeing a link space, but I probably wasn't looking.
yeah.
I know there was like a do you want to put videos?
Yeah,
Do you want to put pictures?
there's 2 options for videos.
Yeah.
There's definitely options for links. I don't
Yeah.
remember what they're all labeled as though.
Yeah.
Um,
All right. Well, so Yarchipelago from B, another 2-player game. A 2-player bluffing game of skullduggery on the high seas. Players take turns sending ships to islands to fulfill missions. Revealing what was sent where at the right time is key to victory. Cool.
okay.
2-player, 45 minutes. Bluffing game. They can be flipped face up in order to use their powerful ambush at the cost of being permanently revealed to your opponent. If all of your ships are revealed, lose as your ostentatiousness brings the attention of the Royal Navy. Man, they thought they lost the prototype, but they dug it up and worked on it.
Oh,
Cool.
well, that's great.
All right. Cool. New choice, improve your improv or improve your life?
I think it's improv your life.
Okay. All right.
I think.
Yeah, I think so, because you're competing to become the new choice improv world champion. New choice improv your life. In this laugh out loud improv board game, you can roll the die to travel in any direction, improv with cards, get grants, and make friends. From Karen. It's got a nice looking, pretty pictures on this board. Some bright colors. I'm a fan of bright colors. Ooh, they're doing it in Google Workspace.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I just added, I guess that's something I didn't think about, but I did add Playtest Parlor and Google Workspace and Board Game Arena as options that you could choose for your platform to say to get people ready for what kind of playtest experience they're in for. Google Workspace being like anything Google Docs, Google Drawing, Google Sheet, anything like that would be what Google Workspace means. And Board Game Arena, I'll just say here, it's not intended really for prototyping. According to Board Game Arena's like policies for getting a game into alpha, it's supposed to be the rules are supposed to be finished. However, I think it's very valid to be testing like the user experience of a Board Game Arena game. So I could see somebody wanting to bring it for that reason. And sometimes people are like, fudge it a little bit. I have played games where they decided to change the rules after they put it on. a little bit, after they
Yep.
put it on Board Game Arena. Yeah.
Yep.
It's hard for them to
So
police. So.
So Karen has some videos here, an overview video. It looks like Karen submitted it to Cardboard Edison this year, and a sort of how to play video as well. So folks can go take a look at those if they'd like. This is Karen's first Protospiel, so
Yay.
welcome. Very cool.
Back to Derwent's question about the links.
Mm-hmm.
The 3 links that you can share are the game webpage, the digital demo link, and the Get Updates link. So I would say, updates or webpage could be where you put the link for a Kickstarter preview page, whatever you want to do.
Wish I'd known that when I listed one of my games tonight, but oh well.
Yeah. It's one of those things where it's time consuming to list your prototype because there are a lot of options, but I think there are a lot of options in there because there's a lot of different ways that people could be working on their game and a lot of different ways you could want to use the prototype listing. You could want to use it just very simply to state what you'll be playtesting, but you could also use it as a bit of a marketing opportunity if you're at that stage. Yeah.
Yep. All right, Hunt for the Trophy from Justin. Hunt for the Trophy is a competitive fishing game based on realistic bait creation and fighting your fish to the net, and utilizes set collection, area control, engine building, and dice chucking. Cool. 45 minutes, 2 to 4 players, nearing completion. All right, it's another passion project for a couple of years. Second design. This is based on realistic fly fishing with a game show style delivery.
Oh,
all right.
That sounds fun.
Yeah, based on personal passions, which design what you know, right?
Mm-hmm.
That seems great. Cool. All right, and they are either looking for a publisher or maybe considering some self-publishing. This is their first Protospiel. Welcome.
Yeah, it seems like a lot of first-timers are finding the links.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah.
All right, so Elevator Operator. We've got Joachim and Joe here. A stylish 1930s hotel strategy game about efficient planning, smart elevator movement, and serving the right guests at the right time. Cool. Those two work together a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Joachim and Joe.
Yeah, it's true. I think they have a weekly, work session where multiple ideas come out,
Yeah. Yep.
2 of our moderators now.
Yeah. Very cool. All right. Cryptid Creek. All right. Nicole. This is from Nicole. So your dying town needs tourists. Your solution is invent a cryptid. Only one can win, but if the hoax is exposed, everyone loses. Competitive card game with bidding, set collection, and hidden goals. And we do have a box render here, so that makes me think, yeah, it's in final testing.
I know this is one of them. It looks like a link for it wasn't shared, but it's part of Micro May. I've been watching those listings. And this is from Nicole, who's another one of our moderators for this session. Yeah.
Yep. Excellent. It's a Spell Chamber from Gilad. Wizard Russian Roulette. Choose spell cards and use them strategically throughout each round. Put the odds in your favor. Buckshot Roulette meets quick drafting-based strategy. I wonder if that means it has player elimination. Fast-paced, compact, easy to pick up and play card game. The catch, each player has their own suit of spells to cast, sabotaging other players and stacking the chamber in their favor. May the best wizard win.
We've got the designer in the chat.
Says, hello. Hello. Welcome. Sweet. It does have player elimination. Awesome. I was picking up what you were putting down. Love it, love it. Cool. Yes. All right. Bring your own rice from Jay. A Filipino food themed asymmetric engine builder. Source ingredients and cook. Choose to sell meals to fund barangay projects or comp meals to neighbors to build a powerful loyalty engine. Uh, well, you did great. You got it submitted. You got it talked about. Success. You won at submitting on the submission page. The first game in Protospiel Online.
Right.
Yeah. So this is great. So Jay's talking about loving board games, but rarely seeing their culture in the hobby that they love. And so a light to medium asymmetric engine builder where you run a food stall and cook dishes for the neighborhood. Cool. You can sell to earn pesos, or you can comp to turn locals into regulars. This is cool. It looks like it's very like steeped and infused with a lot of fun and interesting details. And their main goal is to get feedback on the mechanical balance of the character powers and to see if the Filipino theme comes through clearly during gameplay. Yeah. Oh, it looks like they're going to be doing some unguided playtesting. Or they're looking to do some unguided playtesting here.
Very good.
All right, Stacking the Odds from Jayla. A roulette-inspired card game where players build a shared wheel of playing cards, some hidden, some revealed, and bet on what will emerge. All right, this is not one that I've played of Jayla's. 45 minutes, up to 9+ players. Nice. So this game began as an experiment in combining roulette-style betting with card-driven probability manipulation. All right, that players are not just betting on randomness, but actively shaping it. All right, cool. This seems cool. It's a betting game, but you're not betting against the house like in roulette, nor against your teammates like in poker. To make this a true board game feel, players are earning points on whether their bets come to fruition or not. Earning more points the riskier you bet. It's been a mathy mess. Don't even get me started with bluff bets that I'm hoping to get feedback on. Cool. Love it. Here for it. All right. From Robert, we have Party Cuts, Play the Movies. A set of modules for GURPS based on famous movies and TV shows. Now, GURPS is a TTRPG system, right?
Yeah, I think it stands for Generic Universal RPG System.
Okay.
So that is the bot that was added to Wyndham Hall.
The new room.
Yeah.
Wyndham Hall.
Or Wyndham Peak Hall, I should say. Yeah, it's by default it rolls for GURPS, but it also has a roll function for saying exactly what dice you want to roll. Yeah.
Nice. Well, this is also in that 2-player family. 2-player min, 2-player max. All right. Inspired by the podcast, The Film Reroll. All right. Cool. I don't think I've managed to play a TTRPG at Protospiel Online in a couple things, a couple conventions. So maybe I will get to this one.
Yeah, they're not super common, but at Protospiel, but to some degree I don't really understand why not, because they're easier to play online than a lot of other kinds of games, you know?
Yeah, I mean, I would think in some ways making a TTRPG also maybe has a lot more work than some board games. Like if you're building a whole system, I guess if you're building off of a system, maybe it's different. I don't know. It seems daunting to me.
When I've talked to some people about it, they've said, I think that people who make RPGs don't feel the need to play test them extensively.
Yeah.
Because they are sort of like an improv activity, where the DM is sort of expected to fix it if it goes wrong, right?
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yep. That makes sense. All right, so Doug has brought us Leaf and Let Die,
Hmm.
a grow and evolving tableau of plant cards from a shared grove of possibilities with polyhedral powered card play. Uh, then unleash it in a tactical battle against rival gnome cultivators. All right, so we're gnomes with a tableau of plants. Um, final testing. Narrowing in. Here we go. We have a video. We have a sizzle reel. Love it. We've got a whole bunch of the lore of the game. Deep in a sacred grove, rival gnome cultivators grow living plant creatures. Very cool. Um, then we've got some more pictures down here. Lots of good stuff going on. Ooh, they're already planning on crowdfunding. And their company name is Pumpkin Face Games.
Hmm.
Cool.
That one seems well crafted for a logo. You know what I mean? Like,
Mm-hmm. Yep. Cool. Cool, cool. Okay. Painkillers. We still got Brooks here in the Brooks in the audience. So Brooks has brought Painkillers, which explores the systematic failures that led to the ongoing opioid epidemic in the United States of America. Players are pharmaceutical execs trying to maximize wealth and avoid accountability.
mm-hmm.
I still haven't gotten to play this.
I got to play it the last session,
Yeah.
and uh, what is my memory of it? It's bleak. You know, it's like you don't play it like
Yeah.
to have a
It's not
sunshiny
a
time.
it's not
Yeah,
a romp, a jaunt. Yeah.
no. Um,
Yes.
yeah.
I know we've got a couple here this time that are heavier thematically, in like a good way, right? I love
Hmm.
that games are exploring all sorts of things.
Yeah.
It's cool. Yep. Yeah, I hear nothing but good things about Painkillers. So, um, yeah, but it's all about. I can't even say what it's all about, but yeah, it's a game that explores this tragic history and asks hard questions about the insidiousness of corporate greed, the complicity of the U.S. government and medical communities, and the failures of the justice system in dealing with this crisis. So we're all going to be pharmaceutical executives trying to enrich ourselves while avoiding responsibility.
Yeah, you have like
Yep.
patients who turn into addicts, doctors who are kind of like encouraged to participate. You know, you can recruit
Yeah.
doctors and stuff like that. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. Cool. Plan on going to crowdfunding here from Hawk and Dove. Very cool. Very, very cool. Oh man. Where's Jonathan Chaffer? Untitled 18 escape game. The Hobbit TM. Yep. I'm excited to play this. So Jonathan does the hey, there's a Jonathan in the chat. This is what I was guessing when I saw your Discord post the other day that you were like, it's official and I can't say more. Um, yeah. So these are Jonathan, for those who haven't played, does these 18 card escape rooms. It's all been in the holiday hijinks series, and Kirsten and some other folks have recently started helping design some of those in that series. But it looks like maybe there's another series coming. I really hope you're gonna list this at noon on the dot tomorrow because I will be there. I will
Yeah.
be there to play.
And yeah, Tanner and Jonathan are both in Michigan, and so they have a Grubs is one of our sponsors frequently, and there's actually a packet of, I believe there's still a packet of games in our swag bag from the Grubs designer, but so they're part of a local design group, and so Tanner already got to play that one.
Mm-hmm.
It is tradition to be there at the very
Oh,
beginning.
and we
So
get to sign some legal documents. I'm excited. I'll get my pen. I'll get my pen, Jonathan. I'm ready. Sweet. Here for it. All
so
right,
it's
another.
okay for everybody to know that it's happening But
Yeah.
if you actually play it, you have to sign a legal document, is what it sounds like. Yeah.
Yes,
Okay.
that is what it sounds like. All right, Small Steps to Fight Fascism from Joe and Kyle. I have also played this one. This one is wonderful. Also on the heavier side, but also I don't know. I had moments of hopefulness when I played it. So we are everyday people living in Minneapolis who want to do something about the growing threat of fascism, which is constantly oppressing our neighbors. Yep. 3 to 4 players, 90 minutes. Joe Kell, you still in the you still here in the audience?
The timing of this mention is kind of funny over small steps to fight fascism, but I think you're talking about signing NDAs.
Joe's heard of it. Good. Yeah. Yeah. Um, yep. It's a cooperative game in which players are community members with different interests trying to navigate daily life. You spend your energy or money to take part in small acts of resilience, but you must be wary of burning out. You must balance the resisting the pressures of fascist regimes with the need to rest and build community with your neighbors. Ultimately, you must ensure you have the resources necessary to meet larger challenges when they arise. Yeah, I played this at Unpub, and it was very good.
Yeah, and these are two designers who were directly impacted by
Mm-hmm.
Protospiel, Minnesota, happening in
Yeah.
the middle of the chaos. And
Yep.
that statement of rest and be in community, right, at the same time as fighting was, I think, very much in play in in the conversation about Protospiel, Minnesota this year.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, we
timing is
figured,
everything.
Kirsten.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. It was just funny.
Okay, Ricochet from Tanner. A Wild West shootout inspired climbing shutting game where you want to unload your entire hand as quickly as possible, managing your shots and avoiding jams effectively. 2 to 6 players, 60 minutes. All right, so you're going to score points based on how quickly you can unload all the cards in your hand. Unload cards by playing shots, which are groupings of cards numbered 1 to 6 in different arrangements. Cool. Unlike most climbing and shedding games, the cards dealt to you cannot be repositioned. You can only play cards directly next to each other in your hand. Taking cover and reloading cards in play back into your hand at key moments will allow you to maneuver the positions of cards and set yourself up to suppress your opponent's shots and unload your hand first. Cool. Sounds interesting. Sounds fun. Oh, I know which block we're entering now. Kirsten has brought Apple Orchard, a brain-burning, semi-bidding, semi-trick-taking game with set collection, market manipulation, and a spatial puzzle. Love it. All about apples. All about apples. I'd forgotten the market manipulation part, or maybe you've added that since I played it. I do remember the spatial puzzle piece. Loved that. Loved it. Loved it.
Market manipulation is that there's the two separate zones that some of your cards score off of.
Oh,
I
yep.
think
Okay.
is what she's referring to.
Yep. Yep.
The compost.
The compost pile.
Yeah.
Yep. Got it. All right. So the key playtest goals are to make sure the scoring and decision space remain interesting while the powers and abilities are not creating cognitive overload. That's right. Tanner, lay down the law. We all demand Apple Orchard. In my little hands. Yeah. Love it. Also from Kirsten, I built a zoo. I have not played this one. I Built a Zoo is a set collection game that gets puzzly as you build groups of animal exhibits by biome, class, and location in different configurations. Very cool. 30 minutes, 2 to 5, sort of in the mid process. The core gameplay is close, but there's some advanced scoring opportunities through public goals and bonuses to test out. In addition, playtests with 5 players would be tremendously helpful, otherwise testing for any glaring errors or issues with understanding. Planning to crowdfund. Looking Glass Workshop. Excited. Excited for this.
Mm-hmm.
And then we've got our times, which Kirsten is in New Zealand time, so
Mm-hmm.
maybe slightly different than, other side of the world. And then Duck Duck Sploosh, also from Kirsten. Um, I don't know what that animal is. A binturong?
Yeah,
I'm looking in the chat.
I've certainly heard of that. I can't remember what it looks like. Is it a rodent or like a little
Is it a marsupial?
marsupial looking thing? Or like it's a marsupial, but it looks like a little rodent or something like that?
A bear
It's a
cat.
bear cat.
And they smell like buttered popcorn? That sounds delicious. All right. Okay. Cool. Well, in Duck Duck Sploosh, you're going to become a kid again in a wild water fight with Duck Duck Sploosh, a single deck take that card game for 3 to 8 players that offers silly fun for ages 6 and up. Okay. All right. So this is now multiplayer win conditions, including the opportunity for all players to win together. All right.
It's been too long since I played one of Kirsten's games.
I got it. I got it.
Not quite speechless.
I'm there. It seems like Kirsten said she would have chosen 20 minutes for the game length if that was available, because that seems to be where it's landing. But all right, and Painted Fans, Kirsten's on a roll here.
Mm-hmm.
A cozy 18 card game for 1 to 2 players. We're back in that two player zone, where the goal is to make a 6 card fan that scores the highest based on the remaining customer preferences. Sounds cool. It's a new one. It's got very pretty colors. Love that. A lot of pictures.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, and they're like tall, long cards, so your fan is more fan-like.
Oh, interesting.
I like that choice. It's a nice choice. Yeah, I'll sign up with you, Tanner.
Okay.
I am a fan of that choice. Well played, Demon Llama.
A fan.
I'm a fan. I'm a fan of that choice. I got it. I got the joke. All right, Eterna, Clash of Elements from Joachim. So this is a competitive strategic action selection game with low randomness, where each player is controlling a powerful elemental with unique powers. Take control of the island before the others do. Maybe it's got some like Spirit Island vibes.
Oh, it's interesting. At one time, this was a exactly 3 players game, and now it says it's 2 to 4, which definitely makes it more, more accessible to different groups. Yep. So that's exciting.
Yeah.
Yeah, we need a rim shot. Mm-hmm. No soundboards on these streams as of yet.
I should get like a little like a pen where you can press it and like. Yeah. All right. So we have Rat King from Jayla, a fast, simultaneous bluffing game about squeaking, greed, and tangled tales. Outwit rival rats over limited scavenging spots in a race to become the fat king of rats, or form a deadly rat king trying. I have played this game. I don't remember the little board over here. I don't think was there. So this is cool. Looks like it's I think we had coin, like point tokens before. So it looks like it's been through a couple iterations since I last played, which is great. That's what they
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So yeah, Jayla says that they wanted to make something a little eerie, macabre, and niche, something you'd see mysteriously on a shelf calling you over to play. It's become lighter over the course of iterations and more for a general audience, but and she's satisfied with its current state. Oh, unguided playtesting at this point. Very cool. If it's right up your alley, you should check it out, Tanner.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Spelly Deli, Miko and Roy.
Mm-hmm.
Outspell and outmaneuver your rival in this head-to-head word lane battler. Craft the tastiest sandwiches to claim the family deli. So we had family fighting over hotel earlier. Now we have family fighting over the deli. Oh, it's your wait. Is this Demon Llama?
Yeah.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
excellent. Excellent. Wonderful. If there's anything you want to tell us while we're here. Oh, it's your first well, we knew it was your first online convention and first Protospiel, so we'll welcome you again. Yay! I like it. It looks like the letters have have foods associated with them, and some different like the eye. We've got both an iceberg lettuce and an Italian sausage. So, that's right. You'll post it, and we'll all come play it. It's nearing completion, so yeah.
I should have filled out more info.
Yeah, there's a lot of us here, I think, that are in for a word game. So, all right. Oh, now we're in my block. Hi. So me and Joe Kell are bringing our game of sending insulting flower bouquets and now vinegar valentines to your friends in this card game of the Victorian language of flowers. So cutting flowers, I don't know. You've probably seen a couple different iterations. I think we've finally got a working system on how the insults are put together, and so it's a little bit more around the core loop and like how do we score it, and what's the right length of gameplay and stuff like that. But this one's been around the block a couple times, and I'd still call it sort of in the middle. Okay. Haven't locked in yet.
We've got Robert in the chat, belated after talking about party cuts. Robert is also one of our moderators.
Excellent.
Okay. You are a referral from Jamie, who has also played cutting flowers.
Wait. Oh, yeah. If you live in the same city as Jamie, then you live in the same city as me. Just to be clear.
Yeah.
So. Yeah, we do live in a cool city.
Yes, you came a little after your game was talked about. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
All right, good kitties. This is me, and now David Kessler's been working on it too. So we are nearing the end here. This is the one that I should have put the crowdfunding link in. But it's a co-op game of house cats performing secret missions while their humans are asleep. Rule the house, blame the dog. We got a bunch of new art and stuff like that, and I think the plan this weekend is testing a couple of missions because the core loop and the mechanics are very locked down, and now we're just trying to get through all of the missions that are going to go out when the game goes to print this fall after the Kickstarter. So yeah,
awesome.
We're going to be bad cats. It's called Good Kitties, but really you're just trying to be bad.
Are you, when you bring it to Protospiel, do you always just test the first scenario, or are you starting to test later scenarios?
We're testing later scenarios, yeah. Ooh. So we're trying to get, so now that, because we changed a bunch of stuff in the core mechanics, so some of the missions, they're sort of, we've got the basis of the mission, but we got to make sure that they work now with the way the core loop has sort of
changed over time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with Tanner. This was the very first game that you brought to Protospiel Online.
Yeah,
you made a big splash with it. And was like, you have to play that game. It's hilarious. And so yeah. And it's been, I don't even remember. I feel like it's been like 3 years since.
Yes, maybe it was 2023, or maybe I made it here in 2022 at the end of the year, but probably not until. Yeah. But yeah. So yeah, David's got a mission that he's bringing this weekend that you're making a bunch of little small builds. So you have to build like murder mittens and like ankle weights to put on the dog to slow it down and stuff like that. So yeah, and I'm trying to pull together another mission where you're knocking plants off, because all plants should be knocked off, so,
Yeah.
and onto the floor. Yeah. Cool. All right, and then here's where things start to get sketchy. Look, this one's totally going to be digitized by the time Protospiel goes live tomorrow. Pick Your Poison is another card game of it's a pick and pass draft game with it that's also got a tableau builder, where you are building a poison garden, so that you can make poisons and intoxicants and medicines and have the very best poison shop in the village, I guess. So working on this with my buddy Sean. It's like super new. I did have a physical copy that I was playing at Unpub, and I'm like halfway digitized with it. Like the cards are digital, but it's just not in screen top yet. So like between now and tomorrow, I'm going to be screen topping this one.
Okay.
Yeah. Very early. Really, the hope is just to get it played once, and see what's going on. And then this is the last one. That's a prototype of the game with the wrong deck of cards because we were doing it live at Unpub. But I do have the cards digitized. Anyway, Monsters of the Deep Teas. I'm working with my friend Justin on a follow-up to Pirates of the High Teas. And so now we're going to be Krakens and mermaids who love afternoon tea. And so we're going to sink the pirates' ship to steal their tea.
Okay.
It's going to be great. It's going to be super great. Yeah. More food. Bring a snack. Yes, fingers crossed that this one makes it in.
Yeah, and you have some fun news about Pirates of the High Teas.
Oh yeah, it's in Barnes and Noble starting yesterday, so it's for reals out there in the world. You can go check it out, pick up a copy. Barnes and Noble if you're in the U.S. I don't think there are Barnes and Noble outside the U.S. So.
Okay. Well, I guess Robert could tell us if they are in Canada. I think they might be in Canada too.
They might be in Canada. There's a different store in the UK. It's not like it's not Barnes and Noble, but there's like a famous bookstore in the UK. So, bookstore chain rather. All right, Derwent. Derwent has gotten things entered. Oh yeah, Demon Llama. I'd be happy to chat with you. Happy to chat with you over the course of the weekend, but I do start with themes before mechanics. I'm not a mechanics first person. I am a theme first person. So.
Sometimes a title first person.
I am 100% a pun first person. Like if there's a pun, like it's killing me.
Yeah, Pirates of the High Teas was a name that was kind of workshopped in community, and it was like, yeah, that needs to be a game, and she built a game around it. And now it's in Barnes & Noble. That's very exciting. Oh, it's called Chapters in Canada.
Okay. Yeah. No, the Pick Your Poison actually is going to have to change names because there is a game called Pick Your Poison, and it's got very good SEO, and it's a fairly recent game. It's not about poison gardens. It's actually like a Never Have I Ever or Truth or Dare sort of game. But I'm going to have to find a different name. But that's all right. All right. But
yes, there's no way to edit. That is correct. Yeah.
All right. So Domino City from Derwent. I believe I have played this. This has been to Protospiel before, right? A fast-paced domino stacking investment game. You take on the role of investors looking to maximize profits by proposing plans for inner city renovation. I remember stacking the dominoes. It's in Tabletop Playground and Tabletopia. Nice.
Oh, okay.
That must have taken some work. All right, we've got a video. Everyone should go watch the video. 15 to 30 minutes. Yeah. And we got some pictures. Pictures with dominoes. Yeah, I remember when Derwent was like, I figured out how to do it in Tabletopia.
And I wonder, Derwent, are you using the new port of Tabletop Playground? I don't know if I've talked to anybody who's started using it since Direwolf took over the development of it. But yeah, we should have some beta keys in our. I feel like I want to be careful. There's something from Direwolf and Tabletop Playground in our swag bag. I can't remember exactly how it's phrased though, so don't quote me. But something to help you play this new version of Tabletop Playground. Okay.
Cool.
Interesting. So yeah, but it's difficult to tell which version you're using.
Yep.
Yeah, I would like to look into that more. Haven't had time.
Gotcha. All right. Continuing in the Derwent block here, A Taste for the King. Take on the role of taste testers looking to serve the king. Bluff your way through a medieval feast. Jonathan has just promised that Heather's getting us all a copy of Tabletop Playground.
Yeah. I'm not going to buy it, but I think that Tabletop Playground wants to spot you and make sure people are helping to test and make it the best it can be before they fully release it. Yeah.
All right. Well, this game started off as a zombie dice style push your luck card game, has morphed into a bluffing push your luck game with much heavier player interaction. So Derwent's trying to refine the core of the game a little bit and tweaking the drive to bluff by introducing a light teams mechanism. Just wants to see what'll happen now. Very cool. Also from Derwent, Black Pip Adventures. I'm assuming this is going to have dice. You are adventurers, dice rolling your way to riches. Roll dice to collect sets of relics, avoid curses, and become the most renowned adventurer. Pretty new design, dice rolling blackjack meets adventuring in set collection. It's an interesting combo. I feel like there's something here, but I can't tell which bits to keep, which to cut, or which to add for more depth. Love it. Oh, and that's the end.
Yep, that's the end.
We did it.
I know there's some people bringing some games, but they didn't get them in the listing this time.
And they're not here furiously.
It came up too fast.
No,
yep. They're not in the chat either. People I know are bringing games.
Says there's one more.
Oh, you've submitted one more. Okay. Maybe refresh this page and you might see it there. Let's see.
I'm trying.
Oh yeah. I do see it in the other listing.
Here we go.
Yeah, there it is.
Bidding Tiles, working title.
Oh, there's actually two more, I think.
Oh man.
Wait, I'm confused. Anyway, it's fine. Go for it.
A brand new game, a poker-like game of land grabbing. I feel like Derwent is just over there just designing games right now. Brand new idea. Not sure if it works as a game or not. Nice. Is there another one? All right, so we got this going. It looks like there's something. Derwent's game looks more digitized than some of mine, so you know.
Mm-hmm.
No, I don't see another one.
Interesting. Oh no, that Black Pip Adventures. You didn't do that one yet,
about that.
right?
Yeah.
Oh, you did. Oh, you did do that one. Okay. Sorry, I'm looking somewhere
Your
else.
adventurers,
too,
dice rolling your way to riches.
Yep. I see it in all the places now, Derwent. Yep. There was one more place that needed to propagate to.
No, I don't. Yeah, I still can't click to the next one from this one.
Oh, interesting. Well, that's annoying. I'm not sure why that's happening either.
If I go down here, I can get back to Black Pip. So, but anyway, yeah. No, I think we did it. And it's not midnight. My time. It's probably midnight someone's time. It's still after midnight for Derwent. So,
Interesting. The caching issue is your suspicion, huh?
I'd believe it.
Yes, I've been told that this frustrating thing that is happening to you all when you're using the forms and the it's 10 in Ontario.
Yep. And Boston.
Yeah. This thing that's happening, that the button will be gray when you're trying to move through a form.
Mm-hmm.
I was told I need to clear my cache every once in a while for the host, and that supposedly that will help. But we'll have to see. I don't know. You'll have to tell me if it's getting better for you. It is very annoying. I'm sorry about that.
Yeah, we've broken all the
What black
traditions,
sorcery
Derwent.
is this? Yep. Last session, I actually went to bed on Sunday night before like 3 a.m. So that was like the first time that's ever happened, I think. I believe Shanti was like, "What? I don't come to Protospiel one time and you people let Heather go to bed?"
Is Shanti here this time? Is Shanti like, I'm taking my responsibility
Um,
very seriously to keep Heather awake?
well, Shanti is a team captain, so
Yeah.
is in the attendee areas, but Shanti's main game, it's not the only game that Shanti makes, but main one is Witch's
It's
Quarrel,
out.
and I think he's just a lot more focused on fulfilling the Kickstarter for Witch's Quarrel than like Witch's Quarrel is content for sequels is being made or exists, and he has like one more game that's called Volcano that I've played. As far as I know, that's the extent of the stuff that I've seen him make. But I don't think he's. I wouldn't be surprised if he doesn't test his stuff this time, just because he doesn't have, like, his bandwidth is taken up with other stuff.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Well, any last things you want to say to folks before we get out of here? What's the usual wrap up? Yeah.
Just the convention starts tomorrow at noon Eastern time. So we've got just a little over 12. Oh no, it's actually, yeah, a little over 12 hours because it's 10 your time right now. So it's like 14 hours from now it's going to be starting.
Yep.
Yeah. And also, Kirsten was also missing last time. And since she's in New Zealand, it's very easy for her. She doesn't have to stay up late to keep me up late.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Too many of the people who have that job were missing at once. Yeah. And for you, it starts today. Yeah. If you're in Europe. And yeah, if you're in this watching the stream now and you're a new attendee, the best thing that we can tell you to do is just to show up, go straight to LFG, and learn by watching how everybody else is doing everything, you know? And the LFG mod will be there to help explain anything that's confusing and direct you, especially if you're new to Discord. I'm not sure what percentage of our new attendees are new to Discord, but, you know, Discord is a different way of navigating the normal websites and stuff. So there's a kind of a Discord foo to learn, but our server is a good place to learn that stuff because we explore a lot of the functionality that Discord provides as far as different kinds of channels and bots and things that are possible with it. So yeah, so you'll be able to ask people live on camera if you are confused about anything. We've got something I will say here out loud too, and I think I'll make a post and announcements about it just to call it out. I don't usually do that, but I think it's better for me to call out that if you play the metagames, there are prizes to win. We have a prize from Lunarpunk Games and from I'm not going to say out loud which one, but one of Lunarpunk's games is available international shipping, as well as Feud from Joachim and Mindgate Studios, and some designer toolkits from Panda.
Ooh.
And also another thing that Joachim does is, I think it might be like really his main day job, is game development, like video game development, and they're working with Stonemaier Games to make the Tapestry digital version. And so they have some beta keys of Tapestry to give out as well in the prizes that you can win with the giveaway. So there's a lot of different things that you can earn entries in the giveaway, playing bingo and submitting your bingo card. You can fill out your bingo squares based on prototypes that you play for others. And you'll find that I mentioned Shanti. Shanti is the sponsor for the bingo activity in the top hall, which I think is Capitol Peak. But Play Bingo is under Capitol Peak, and that's where I'll be posting my bingo card updates. Which I'm not going to win anything, but I just like making a bingo card to have as a keepsake for every session. And yep, so you can play bingo. You can play with the Protopals activity, which is a couple halls down from bingo, and you can give feedback on people's sell sheets to earn giveaway entries as well. So, and there's like a giveaways post under the convention. The convention guide channel has a giveaway section that explains, the details of this, but I'll call out the prizes. First of all, you can win prizes. There are prizes to win. We hope we will have lots of names on our wheel of names, and we'll do a giveaway stream. The next time we'll be doing a stream on our Twitch channel will be the giveaway live stream. That'll be a couple weeks after the event. I haven't scheduled it quite yet, but yeah, we'll find out who won a couple of weeks after the convention, and you don't have to submit everything like during the convention. You have a week after the convention to get your entries in and to get your shout outs in and everything like that too. So we keep it open, all that stuff open for a week after. Yeah, okay. So now that while I've been talking, the chat says, "Have a great start while I'm sleeping," from Kirsten, and she'll be here as soon as she can. And we're excited to see your faces in LFG tomorrow. And Kirsten was wrecked missing January, and it will never happen again. I hope so. I mean, it wasn't really your choice to miss in January, so sometimes things happen. Sometimes life happens. Yeah. And Derwent says, "Thank you for calling me gorgeous." You think I'm gorgeous? Radiant as always, Derwent. And thanks for the fun kickoff. I'm hyped for this weekend, from D Demon Llama. Yeah, thanks for joining us. It's good to have you with us in the chat. And see you all tomorrow. I can't wait, says Robert. And Item Crafting says, "See you all tomorrow." And that's Item Crafting, I know, is Ian. This was the Ian's game. I don't think you were here at the time, but yours is the title game, right? The title crafting game. Am I remembering that correctly?
I don't know.
Interesting. Yep, but I'm pretty sure that's right. We've also got a sell sheet for that one that you can check out. So yeah, so thanks everybody for joining us, and we will see you tomorrow at noon Eastern. Bye. Thanks for joining me, Emily, and reading and giving your great commentary. You're very good at doing that. Oh yeah,
it was fun. Happy to do it.
Yeah.
Always glad to be here. Thanks for having me.
Yeah. All right. Well, we'll see everybody tomorrow.
Bye.
Bye.